What's up, pranksters? Welcome back. Even though it's already 2018, in this video we're gonna be looking back at 2017. That's right, pranksters. In this video, we're gonna be counting down my top 10 favorite pranks of 2017. So if you guys are stoked about that, hit that thumbs up button and let the countdown begin. Check it out. Just a heads up, some of these pranks are quite messy, just like the ones you're about to see. Alright, pranksters, for this kitchen prank that I'm gonna show you guys, you'll be needing a plastic cup like this one. This is a normal plastic cup, and we're also gonna be needing one of these cabinet doors behind me. This is one of the simplest, easiest pranks that you guys can do in a kitchen. So the way we're gonna set it up is the following. We'll be using this cabinet door. You'll be needing the design on the door. It has to be like this, sort of like a border, sort of like a trim. So we're gonna place the cup on top of it and we're gonna lean it against a wall or another cabinet door so it should stay put. As you guys can see, the cup is right there and you're gonna leave it there, and when somebody comes over, and of course they're gonna see that there's something wrong, that the cabinet door shouldn't be open, when they do close it, this is what's gonna happen. Yep. That cup is gonna fall, and I'm lucky there because I didn't fill it up with anything. Imagine had this cup had water, we would have had the floor spilled with water. If we put anything else, well, that is gonna fall on the floor as well. So for the first demo, let's fill this up with water and place it behind the cabinet door. All right, guys, I put some water inside this cup. See, the cup is right there. Now let's see what happens when somebody closes that door. Yeah, this is a very messy prank, as you guys can tell. That's a lot of water on the floor. Okay, so next up, let's use some cereal instead of water. So I've actually got some cereal, some Rice Krispies, and then some actual rice. They're all mixed in there together, and we're gonna set up the prank again. Just imagine this being your mom and she falling for this prank. They'll never see it coming, right? And it's so, like I said, it's so simple to set up. Even I can do it with one hand. See? Again. I'm just making a big mess all over my house, all over my kitchen. You guys can even have a water bottle behind that cabinet door. Just leave it open, wait for somebody to close this door, and the following will happen. Whoa, it landed right side up. That was pretty cool, right? Well, I wasn't expecting that, but usually it will make a mess. It splashed a little, but let's see that again. All right, guys, let's try that one more time. So let's say your victim has this really thick binder with all his stuff in it. For example, this book, and then a spiral notebook. Well, when they go to the restroom, guys, you're gonna take out everything until it's empty, like this. And like I said, it has to be one of these really big ones. And you're also gonna need a Gatorade bottle. This is about 2/3 empty. Remember, they're not looking. You're gonna take the Gatorade bottle, and we're gonna tape the Gatorade bottle onto the binder, as I'm doing so right now. So now, guys, you're gonna close up the binder like this. Just like that. The cap has to come off for this prank to work. So carefully unscrew it like this. And now you're able to set the binder back down with the open Gatorade bottle. Perfect. The prank is set, guys. So your victim is gonna open up their binder, and this is what's gonna happen. Oh no, man, that would totally suck. Hopefully your class doesn't have carpet. Notice that there's nothing around it but this plastic binder, which can easily be cleaned off. But look at all this mess, guys. Your victim will definitely not expect this. So here's the next prank. I got my victim's phone right here, and then again, I got some tape. So what I'm gonna do, guys, since their alarm is already enabled, again, I don't have to touch it. All I gotta do is grab their phone, and I'm gonna tape it to the ceiling of the room right above where their bed is at. So they'll still be able to hear it, but they will not have access to it to turn it off in the morning. So let's do that right now. All right, so I'm just gonna tape it to the ceiling. Just like that. And then I'm gonna use another piece of tape so it does not fall. Well, it's early in the morning now and your victim is still sleeping and the alarm is about to go off any second now. That is so annoying. And then your victim's gonna be down here. Their alarm is up there, so they can't reach it. So they definitely have to get up in order to turn off that alarm. That is so annoying, isn't it, pranksters? That's them sleeping and they're like looking for their phone on their nightstand, but their phone's not there. Their phone is in the ceiling. So, yeah, it is very annoying, isn't it? For those of you who have been following me for a while know that I love setting up pranks on holidays such as Christmas, but another good day is Valentine's Day. You're gonna need a gift box like this one. This one is heart-shaped. You guys can see. Well, we're gonna fill up this gift box with candy. You guys can use all kinds of candy. For example, right here, I've got some little kisses, which are perfect for this. Look at that. We could fill this up with it, but we're not gonna do that just yet. In fact, I'm not gonna use these chocolates because they're too big for my liking, because I like making big messes. So the smaller the items are, the better. But first, before we fill this up with any candy, we're gonna remove the bottom of the gift box. And of course, I'm gonna bring out the blade again and begin to go to work on it. So I'm just gonna remove the bottom. There you guys have it. We have ourselves a bottomless gift box. Now you're gonna choose a place where you're gonna put this gift box, because whatever place you choose, you will not be able to move it, because if you do, then you're obviously gonna give the prank away. So choose a place, and I'm gonna just leave it on here on this counter. Make sure it's clean though. So clean it up, just like that. What I'm gonna use is these little heart-shaped candies. Well, I'm gonna dump them in there. Spread it around. You wanna be able to close it. All right, guys, well, this one's pretty full. We're gonna put the box cover on. You might wanna leave a note or something that says that it's for them, for your victim, so that when they see this, they'll either pick it up or they'll open it up and notice the candy. And of course, you can't really tell that the box is booby trapped, but eventually it cannot stay on the counter. So they will have to pick it up, and then we'll see what happens. Right now, when I show you the demo. I wonder what this is. Candy. I'm gonna take this to my room and enjoy it there. I'm gonna grab myself a soda, but that's my fridge, it's messy. It's got nothing that I would wanna eat right now, but it does contain a Coke and a Pepsi. As you guys can see, this is my last Pepsi, and I'm not gonna waste it on this demo, so I'm gonna be using a Coke for this. So first thing we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna tie a string to the tab on a soda can. In length, it should be about 1 foot long. It should look something like this. As you guys can see, I've tied a few knots on the tab, and now the string is tightly attached to the tab. Now I'm gonna tie the other end of the string to the farthest end inside the fridge, so that when somebody pulls it out, they're gonna pull open this tab and it's gonna squirt soda all over the shelf, and they're gonna have to clean it up. So that's the prank, and that's what I'm gonna show you right now. So let me show you the demo. So I got the soda back there, and you guys can barely see that the string is right there. Now, as far as me from this angle, I can't tell that there's a string back there. So before you know that your victim is gonna grab that last soda, because you gotta hide the other sodas, and make sure that that's the only one that's there. You wanna shake it a bit, you know, for it to cause a little squirt when they pull it out. So shake it a bit, leave it there, and when your victim goes and grabs it, this is what's gonna happen. Yep. Did you see that squirt? What I have here is a broom in a dustpan with, obviously this one has a stick, which is perfect because that's what we need. So it's easy to screw off the stick, and this one is hollow. So we're gonna be filling this up with some water, any type of liquid that you want. Of course, my choice will be Kool-Aid. Now for the dustpan itself, you guys can see it's got the area where you screw on the stick. Now this one is hollow too, and actually my finger goes all the way down. That is perfect, guys, because guess what? We're gonna drill a hole on the bottom. Your victim will not see this coming, so that when they actually put this to use, they're gonna be creating a big spill that they won't even notice until it's too late. So let's get started. I got a drill right here, and I'm just gonna drill a hole right where I told you guys the hole was gonna be. So let's do it. That hole is perfect right there, guys. All we gotta do is fill up this stick, which is hollow, with whatever liquid you guys want. And like I said, I'm gonna fill it up with Kool-Aid. Once this is filled up, you're gonna take the dustpan and then you're gonna twist it on the stick, like this. And at this point, you know, you're gonna have to try to avoid spilling any of that Kool-Aid or liquid. Once the stick is screwed on there pretty tightly, you're gonna put the dustpan on the floor, like this, guys, in such a way that it will not be spilling until somebody picks up this dustpan. So just leave it like this, guys, anywhere on the floor, so that next time the use of this dustpan is required, whoever grabs this, let's say it's your brother who's sweeping the floor, he's gonna grab the dustpan, pick it up like this, and yep, all that liquid is gonna leak from the little hole that we made onto the floor, so they'll have a bigger mess to clean up. So now let's see a demo of this prank. Now that everything's set up, as you guys see, I got the dustpan in position, I got the broom right there, which your victim will need to use to sweep up this cup of rice that I have right here. So you guys can be mean and deliberately make a mess like I'm about to do right now. So I just dumped half a cup of rice on the floor, and you tell your mom, hey mom, you know, there's some rice on the floor. Let her know to tell one of your siblings that it's their turn to sweep up the floor. So, you know, she'll tell them, hey, go sweep up the floor, clean up that rice. And when they do that, they're gonna grab the broom first. Once they gather up all the rice and it's time to scoop it up, this is what's gonna happen. They'll grab the dustpan, and obviously nothing's happening, right? So they'll be sweeping. They'll be leaving a trail of Kool-Aid. Look at that. Little by little, it's gonna be leaking all over. So, oh man, look at that. Oh, it looks like blood actually. So when they do this, to try to make it stop, they'll drop the rice. They'll be just making an even larger, bigger mess that nobody would want to clean up. For this next prank, you're gonna need a little plastic cup like this one, some rice, but you don't necessarily have to use rice. You can use any type of liquid that you want, and you're gonna need some tape. We're gonna be booby trapping a door. Let's get started with that. I'm gonna be using this closet door as an example for this prank. So you're gonna take your little cup, you're gonna place it on top of the doorknob like this, and then you're gonna tape the cup onto the doorknob. So I got my tape handy right here. We're gonna place the tape underneath, make sure it attaches on both sides of the cup like this. So now the cup isn't going anywhere. It's gonna stay put. See? This is what happens when the doorknob is turned. Either way, if it's turned this way, this is what's gonna happen. If it's turned that way, that's gonna happen. So whatever's inside the cup is actually gonna spill. Like I said, I'm gonna be using rice for this example. I got my rice ready right here. And I'm gonna fill it up. I'm gonna make a little mountain. You know, this will ensure that a lot of it's gonna be on the floor. There you go. It's overfilled, and the slightest turn of this knob is gonna cause all that rice to be on the floor in no time. All right, pranksters, well, here goes. I'm gonna show you the demo. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be turning the knob as if I was coming into any room, and this is what's gonna happen. So I'm grabbing onto the knob, and I'm gonna turn it onto my direction. Yeah, that's no fun. That is no fun because I gotta clean this up. Halloween pranks are always fun, and I always have a great time making them. And this next one is a really great way to prank people when you're out trick-or-treating. what I have here is a treat basket, and as you guys can see, I got a bunch of candy in there. And for this prank, we're gonna need some string and a fake zombie arm. It can be any kind of arm. First thing we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna dump out the candy. Now this prank is for those of you that are going trick-or-treating and wanna scare some people. We're gonna tie 2 pieces of string onto this fake hand. One, we're gonna tie to the finger. So let me get a piece right here. It's gonna be a long one, about 1.5 feet long. Make sure it's tightly tied around it. And now the other piece of string, we're gonna tie to its wrist. Just like this. On one end of the string that's tied to the wrist, we're gonna create a little knot just for better grip. Now it's time to put the hand inside the treat basket. First thing that's going in is the string with the knot, and tape the string inside to the bucket. Just like this. Now it isn't going anywhere. And that's it, guys. We're pretty much done at this point. So basically the other string that's tied to the finger, we're gonna run it through the bottom like this. And you'll be holding it, and of course we're gonna add some candy inside to cover the hand. But when you're trick-or-treating and you knock on your neighbor's door and say trick or treat, they're about to put some candy inside your basket, then that's when you pull on the string, and this is what's gonna happen. Did you see that hand? It just popped up. This is like the ultimate prank that you can do when you're trick-or-treating. Now it's time to put that in action. So I'm gonna put the hand back inside, just like this, and then I'm gonna take some candy and start adding it inside. That's it. They can't see the hand, and it's kind of dark anyway, and the hand is dark, so they won't really think much of it until you pull on that string. So let's see how that's gonna look from different angles. So this is me knocking on my neighbor's door, trick-or-treating. Well guys, this is what's gonna happen. Trick or treat! Trick or treat! Trick or treat! Trick or treat! You'll definitely get all your neighbors with this. Try it out. They might actually give you more candy because of the prank. So try it out, guys. I highly recommend it. It wouldn't be much of a countdown without an egg prank, right? So as you guys can see, you'll be needing an egg, and I'm gonna be using a rubber band, which I'm gonna cut like this. Now it's longer. We're also gonna need some tape. We're gonna grab a piece of tape, and we're gonna stick the rubber band onto the egg using the tape. So just like this. Now the other end of the rubber band, we're gonna put it inside your victim's binder, so when they're not looking, when they're not in class, when your teacher's not looking, when the class snitch is not looking, you're gonna set this up. You're gonna have to take this egg inside a little Tupperware or a little container so it doesn't break inside your bag. This is the binder completely opened. We're gonna take our egg and we're gonna lay it next to the binder, but outside, not inside, with the rubber band pointing inward. We're gonna take a piece of tape and we're gonna place it over the rubber band like this. That is perfect, guys. Okay, now we can safely close the binder with the egg hanging like this. So we're gonna close it. We're gonna try to center the egg so that it looks normal, and the prank is set, guys. So your victim went to the bathroom, they left their binder open, and now it's closed. So they're not really gonna think much of it, but open it up again. And when they do open up this binder, this is what's gonna happen. Oh, that looks gross. But that's pretty much what's gonna happen. All right, let's see the demo again. At least it wasn't that bad, but it can get super messy like the previous demo. And now, my favorite prank of 2017. It actually starts off as a challenge, but it can easily be turned into a prank. And yes, guys, a fidget spinner is involved in this prank. you're gonna need a plastic cup and of course a fidget spinner. Now how this challenge works is you're gonna flip over the cup like this. You're gonna place a fidget spinner on top and then make it spin. So the purpose is that you're gonna flip over the cup and you're gonna have to have the fidget spinner land inside like this. Just like that. It seems pretty simple, and it is. Anybody can do this, but we're gonna booby trap this cup and your victim is gonna fall for this prank. It's gonna be so messy, they might get wet. It's just a really awesome prank to end this video. So let's get started. Now the cup we'll be using is not gonna be empty. It's gonna be full of water like the one you see right here. Look at all that water. And all that water is gonna end up spilling on the floor. So you guys know this trick. If you're a true prankster, you definitely need to know this prank. So basically I have a piece of cardboard cutout right here, and this side is glossy, which makes this much easier. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place this cutout over the cup like this, and then I'm gonna flip it over. You guys should know that trick already. We're gonna lay it on the counter, on the table right here, and we're gonna slide out the piece of cardboard. Flip. And then I'm gonna slide the piece of cardboard out like this. And of course it's gonna leak just a little, but it should stay put. So we're gonna wipe this down, make sure it's super dry and clean, and then I'm gonna show you a demonstration. Again, here's the challenge. You're gonna place a fidget spinner on top of a cup that's flipped over like this. You're gonna spin it, and while it's spinning, you're gonna flip over the cup, and the fidget spinner has to land right inside of it like that. Well, your victim is gonna think it's just that simple, and this is what's gonna happen when your victim tries it out. Alright, well here's the demo, guys. Your victim is gonna place his fidget spinner on top of this cup right here. He or she is gonna spin it, and then when they try to flip over the cup, this is what's gonna happen. Oh no, I even got my camera wet. But yeah, that's the prank right there, guys. And those were my top 10 favorite pranks of 2017. In the comments below, guys, let me know if you guys agree with my countdown and which ones were your favorites. Thank you guys so much for the amazing support in 2017, and I hope you guys are still on board for 2018. More pranks to come this year, so I hope you guys stick around. I'll see you pranksters in my next video. Basically what I'm gonna be showing you guys in this video is how to set up some booby traps around your house using water balloons. About this size will do. Just like that, and you're gonna put it inside the drawer. So open the drawer, so your victim's gonna come over and he or she's gonna open the drawer, and this is what's gonna happen.